Hello students, and welcome to your advanced modality class. This is RADT 221, and we'll be discussing different advanced modalities along with leadership skills that I'm going to try to pull out of you. So this class is actually a lot of fun. You may roll your eyes at me a few times, but I'm going to get you ready for the professional environment out there. So this is your home page. I'll have the video posted right up here on top. To get started, we're going to go to your syllabus and schedule. In the syllabus, we have your CRN number, my email contact. This class is online. We're going to be using Carlton, the book by John Wooden, A Lifetime of Observation and Reflections on and Off the Court. So you will be reading that book, and what I've found is that book really helps you identify some of the skills that we're looking for in leadership. So he's a basketball coach, and he's a champion basketball coach multiple times, and he has some isms that I really love, and I'm going to have you write about and finding what's deep inside of you that you didn't know existed. So that's the goal with that class, and I apologize if you roll your eyes at me. I hope that in the end you'll look back and say, you know what, that was actually kind of cool. It's one of my favorite books of all time. I refer to it whenever I feel like I'm missing something in my life. So I'm hoping that it grounds you a little bit coming into your second year. We're also going to be using your Merrill's book. We're going to be covering some of the advanced modality chapters. Here are your dates. So you get a break on the 10th, and also Thanksgiving break the 19th through the 25th, and then we end up the semester on the 16th. So we've got learning objectives and your learning outcomes here. Pay attention to those. Here's all the stuff we're going to be covering. Most importantly, grade scale. Yes, it's a normal Christie grade scale that has the 93, 83, 75. We're going to be doing your resume and your cover letter in this class, and it's going to be worth 20% of your grade, 10% for each. So you can use the resources on campus. They have a whole department that will help you work on your resume and your cover letter. You are going to go out into the community, and you're going to be doing an interview. I'm going to be placing a form up online, and you're going to have an interview with someone out in the community. You are also going to send me a video of yourself doing an interview. So I'm going to give you 5 questions or so, and you're going to have to get in front of the camera just like I am right now and present yourself in a professional manner, answering the questions really well and polished. So that'll be 5% of your grade. I can't wait to see them. They're going to be great. So you're going to learn how many times you say and well and shoot and I don't know and shrugging your shoulders and slouching and leaning. So actually a lot of fun to actually watch you guys do that. I can't wait to see them. You're going to write a paper about your leadership style. So what kind of leader are you and why? A lot of people are a combination of 2 different leaderships. So the paper isn't overly exhausting, so don't panic. You're going to have quizzes with each chapter that we cover in the Merrills, so be prepared. They're online. You get 2 minutes a question, the standard with me. You also are going to have discussion board posts that you're going to have to be doing along with some assignments. So make sure you pay attention to your discussion boards and your assignments that need to happen. So usual normal stuff. If you have any questions, it's all here for you within your syllabus. Your schedule. It's tentative, so I'm going to see how the class is going. I'm changing things up. Being completely online is a little bit different for this class, so we're going to see how it goes. First week, you're going to listen to me right now. Lots of fun. We're going to talk about the syllabus and the schedule. Then you're going to do the color quiz. So after you take the color quiz, you're going to see what color you are, or combination of colors, and you're going to put a discussion post up telling me if you think it's right or not and why you think it is, or so what your family and friends will think also. Also, you're going to read part 1 of your Wooden book. It's a really small book. If you haven't gotten it already, you're going to need to get it, and you're going to have discussion posts that you're going to have to make for your assignment. Going into week 2, we're going to do 3 skills approach, which is actually a chapter out of one of my books I did for my master's degree. and you're going to find out what kind of leader you are there, and you're going to have discussion posts about that. There's also some modules that are ASRT modules. They may load a little slow, but they will eventually load. And this one is Introduction to Supervision, so it's going to give you an idea of what it takes to be a leader. And you're going to do a discussion board post on Wooden here. So we're going to go into Wooden, questions. Also, you're going to start working on your resume and your cover letter. Rough drafts. I don't expect it to be polished up. I don't expect it to be perfect. I expect it to be a rough draft. So I'm going to take a look at them, I'm going to mark them up, and I'm going to send them back to you and tell you areas where you can improve, okay? It's not a grade per se, it's just checked off that you submitted it. It's really important that you do get that in because I will give you feedback. Really important that you work with the Career Center on campus also. They will help you so much. They'll make an appointment and sit with you and go through your resume and your cover letter. I put samples up of different resumes for you to look at. Online has some great resumes. Jeremy Enfinger, one of your instructors, he also has some resume skill building stuff for you if you're interested in talking to him about it. Then we go into mammo, bone density. We're going to go to Wooden Part 3, and then MRI, Wooden Part 4, pediatric imaging, and resume and cover letter peer review. So you're going to post that, and everyone's going to take a look at it and tell you what they think you could do to improve to make your resume and cover letter stronger. Central nervous system, and then your resume is due, and a video interview is also due October 2nd. You're going to have a paper due the following week on what kind of leader you are, and then we're going to go into vascular, cardiac and interventional radiology, nuclear medicine, radiation oncology. We're going to go into mammo, bone density. Then on November 13th, that week of November 13th, you're actually going to interview with a hiring manager. So you can do it at your current work, or you can do it at the hospital in which you're doing your clinicals, which I highly recommend. It's good practice for you to see how you are in interviewing. So they're going to give you a grade. You're going to send that to me. So should be good. It's very nerve-wracking. You have to dress up. You have to bring your resume and your cover letter so that you are very well prepared, and it's your trial run, okay? Then we're going to go into ultrasound, pediatric, geriatric, and then your interview letters are due on that last week, okay? So that is there for your schedule. And here I've got everything loaded. It may not be in the correct order right now. I will fix it so it is. But you can see week 1 we have Wooden. Here's your True Color quiz and your puzzler. So your True Color quiz and your puzzler are under the discussions here. So Wooden Part 1, and here's your color quiz. So here's the questions I'd like you guys to comment on. So you're going to go under your discussion boards. I don't think I have any assignments. Oh, never mind. Your resume, rough draft, and your cover letter, rough draft, and your Wooden Part 2 is here, and 3 and 4. So what kind of leader are you? Here's your paper that you're going to want to write for me. Okay, so you're going to answer the questions 3 to 5 page, typed 1.5 space, title page, and works cited. It's not included in the page count, so don't get too crazy on me. All right. So you can see most of the class is built. I'm going to change things around just a little bit that's loaded here, but I'm going to release Fridays so that you have the weekend to work on it, and so you have the weekend, the whole week, and then the following weekend. So make sure that you stay on task. Make sure you don't fall behind. The Wooden book is really easy to read, and you have your Merrills. You are also going to have your workbook. So here, you'll have to do your workbook, and you're going to turn that in to Jeremy. Jeremy will check off your workbook for me in your RAD 230 class. I think it's that last week. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, that's your class here. If you have any questions, please just ask. I may put up some YouTube videos under web links for you so that you can see. Here's ASRT resume. These videos are hilarious. Tell me about yourself. Why should I hire you? So it's a little cartoon character, and he doesn't want to know about your hair color or anything like that. He's asking about the job specifics. So these are typical interview things you can do to polish up. So make sure that you watch these videos before you make your video. They're actually pretty funny. So some other things, a TED Talk for you, 8 common leadership styles, 5 different leadership styles, 20 leadership styles, Resume Genius. So these leadership styles will help you write your paper, figure out what kind of leader you are. And you can reference these papers in your paper, which is really easy and really nice. So take a look at all the resources I have posted for you. They're all there for you to make you succeed and do very well in this course. Any questions, send me an email. Feel free to text me, whatever works best for you. And I hope you love this class. It's to help you find yourself so that you're able to write a really powerful resume, and that's the goal. I'm really proud of you, and we'll be in touch quite a bit throughout this class. All right.